It's Robin with Robin's Stampin' Hood. I hope everybody's having a nice Monday. It's November 14th. And we're just going to hang out here a second, chillax. I was creating the project that I want to show you guys a really quick, easy project. And I did want to let you know that I am extending my mystery hostess promotion because of the sale that Stampin' Up's going to start tomorrow. So I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to get on there and take advantage of it and maybe get that mystery hostess. So we'll have more to go. So I just wanted to let you know that, first of all, there was only a few of you that did it and it didn't qualify for hostess rewards. So this way too, we'll be able to do a little bit better, get some better rewards, be able to kick it off. Okay, so I'm super excited because I just spent the weekend with some of my team members at one of our local conventions for Stampin' Up. I'm cutting things and I'm getting glitter all over me now because I did that. I was trying to figure out a better way to do that. I think that'll work. So I'll show you guys in a second what I just did. But anyways, we had so much fun and I'm really excited about celebration. We are going back to one celebration a year. I know a lot of you look forward to celebration in January and March. And we are going to still do that, but we're not going to do the summer one anymore. It was kind of a test to see, is that something that they thought would work for us or whatever. Hey, Glenda. Hey, Kathy. Yeah, it's cold here too. We're going to get some snow, but I'm sure you've gotten snow way before us. So we went to the convention and it was just so much fun and we found out a lot of information and you guys are going to love the mini catalog that's coming up for January through April. So they're shortening the span. Hey, Jackie. They're shortening the span of our catalog, our mini catalogs, to only 4 months, which I'm excited about because I felt like there was too much going on. So then they'll throw in some little extra specials along the way too. So, hey, Debbie. So I'm just excited for the new celebration. We got our catalogs to sneak peek at, but I can't show them to you, only the front of them. But we did get to play with some stuff, and we won lots of free stuff. Hi, Penny. And it was just so much fun. I am so excited to share. And I can't wait for January, February because of the recruiting special they have for you to join my team. You guys, we were laughing at each other because we were like, I want to rejoin my team. You can actually in January and February, I'm getting ahead of myself. You can actually join my team for $129 and you are going to get $175 of product that you pick out. Plus, wait, there's more. Plus, you're going to get, and this is, I believe, a sneak peek of the upcoming colors they're going to have in the new catalog. It's called the Boho Blue Mini Stampin' and Cut and Emboss Machine. So I'm super excited about that. They said it's a $69 value, so you can get that and $175 in product of your choice. So I am super excited, and I hope you guys think about that. Take your Christmas money, put it aside, and come join my team because we're going to have a lot of fun this year. They're going to start doing their live conventions again just in the United States, and I can't wait to go back to that. But anyways, okay. I know, I just bored you to death. So in case you missed, hi, Carol from Minnesota. In case you guys missed, I'm waiting to do the mystery hostess because I only had a few of you order and it didn't qualify. And we have this amazing sale coming up starting tomorrow. Now, I did post a link on Robin's Stampin' Hood along with, if you're over on Robin's Merry Hood of Makers, or Merry Makers, you will see the link over there too, and you can read it better. It's a PDF, tells you exactly what is on sale for this sale. So please, please, please. Oh, Kathy, you have to convince, yes, we have to convince your friend to join with you. It's an amazing deal. I'm so excited about it. We were all sitting at it, the table going, oh yeah, I want to rejoin for that deal. It's, oh my gosh. I'm super excited. So anyways, so I just wanted to tell you those two things. We're only going to have one celebration this year, this coming year, and that'll be January, February. And then we will have that amazing join special, which I hope some of you guys join me. We just had so much fun. Oh my gosh, we were laughing so much. Our sides were hurting. Like, I was crying at one point. I was laughing so hard. So we have a really good time together. And I think that's it. So I'm going to point you down. And if it's weird, I'm done with all my Christmas cards. And I know a lot of you joined me for the Christmas card classes. So I feel like, wait a minute, it's not even Thanksgiving yet. But I think I have to show you more Christmas stuff because, and this will be useful stuff. And here's a challenge I'm giving you guys. So what I'm about to make, I know you all have whatever it takes to make what I'm about to make. There is no stamping on what I'm about to make. It's just designer series paper, DSP, and it is ribbon. So I'm challenging you to make what I'm about to make. So you need 2 pieces of 12 by 12 designer series paper that matches. I guess it doesn't need to match, but I think that would be the best. And I know you all have that laying around your house, like you're hoarding it for no good reason. You're thinking you need to save it. So go get 2 pieces of designer series paper. Does not matter if it's Christmas, fall, whatever. And grab 2 pieces of ribbon about 16 inches long. So yes, it's a challenge, MB. So no, Shar, it's not snowing here yet. They said we'll probably start to get it in the morning a little bit, but we won't get that much, I don't think. I think it's just going to be mushy roads. So this is my challenge. I want you guys to make what I'm about to make, and then you have to post pictures on Robin's Hood of Merry Makers. And then I will put you guys in a drawing for some more embellishments for free. So last month we did, I can't even remember, but this month we'll do that. So I'm going to point you down, and you're going to maybe see some scary things in my craft room, but don't worry, there's no bodies, just not clean. All right, let's see. Here we go. Oops, got to fix my, make it a little crazy there. Okay, sorry, don't mean to make you dizzy. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Do I feel like I have a little bit of a dead light spot going on here? Probably because of this. So your challenge is to make one of these bags. Is this not cute? Like, you can totally do this with any DSP. So this DSP is actually from the mini catalog from Santa's Express 12 by 12. And you can see it sitting right over here. And I had 2 of those. And I really like these trees. And I love the snowflakes. So all I did was use the DSP. And then this is, have you seen this trim, you guys? That's in the mini catalog. It's called Iridescent Trim. And it kind of reminds me of when I was a kid, my mom would wrap some of our Christmas gifts in this. Or was it Santa? Would wrap some of our Christmas gifts in this. So it's like, it's pretty thick and it's sturdy, but it's fun and sparkly. So that's what I'm using for our, I'm going to use this for the next to show you how to do this. So it's pretty easy. So you can see, isn't that cute? And then you could put little gifts in there. I'm going to make a bunch of these, and I think some of you on my team will get some of these when I have our team get together in December. So get ready. We're going to make this, okay? I'm going to actually set it aside because I don't have enough room for it to sit there while I bring out my scoreboard. So I'm actually going to use the scoreboard. You guys have this, right? It should be a staple. I don't use it that often though, but on these big projects like this, I do, because it's so much easier to use than my cutter scorer. But if you don't have one, that's okay too. All right, so I'm actually going to use this paper. I'm a pink and purple girl, so I love this. And on the other side is this. And the nice thing about this paper is it doesn't really have a direction that it needs to go. Like with this, I had to make sure that I was scoring it correctly to make sure it was sitting the right way. Otherwise, my trees would have been crooked. But this one, it doesn't matter. So when you look at this, and I might have made this years ago for you guys, but we are again talking this weekend at our convention, and we talked about all the things that you forget, you know, like I've been doing this. This is going on my 22nd year as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and you forget the things that you knew, you know what I mean? So I was like, I need to start digging out like stuff that I've done before that you guys maybe don't remember or you've never seen. So that's one of these things. So the lip on this is 2 inches. So I had to make sure when I did my score at 2 inches that my paper was facing this way. So just so you know, if that's the type of paper that you're going to use, just keep that in mind, that you want to score with the way you want it to be sitting straight, going off to the side, if that makes sense. Okay, so you might have to play a little bit. So the first sheet, and both sheets are scored exactly the same. So again, my lip is at 2 inches. I don't know, can you see my 2 inches there? I don't know if you can see into that. So I'm probably a little bit too close to you. I have to figure out a new little system here so you can see more of my surface. So I'm scoring at 2 inches all the way down. And you know, with the designer series paper, right, it kind of is delicate, so you don't want to go down, but make sure you get a good, score. And then you're going to turn it and score it at 3 inches. And I realized when I scored my other paper, I didn't score it hard enough. And then turn it again and make sure you're turning it in the same direction. And you're going to score at 3 again. Oops, I just totally went off my line there. And then the last score is at 3 as well. Okay. So you're going to do that on both sheets. So again, I'm going to start at my 2-inch score. I'll try to do it a little bit harder there. Whoops, I'm not getting in my line when I do that. Like I said, I don't use this very often. So there you go. Excuse me. And we're going to turn it and score it at 3 again. 3. Score again. Turn. Make sure again you're going in the right direction, the direction. Whew, I hope I'm explaining that right. And then 3 again. So your scores are going to be 2 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches. So all 4 sides of your paper should be scored, okay? And you can see I kind of messed that one up. And then just give it a good burnish with your bone folder on all 4 sides. See, I might have been a little rough on that edge there, but that's okay. And so, like I said before, the 2-inch side is going to be your lip. So you could either do it this way or flip it over and do it this way. So that's where I want your guys' opinion on this. Which way should I do it? Should I have it pink as the, what should we call that? As the topper? Or should I do the dark as the topper with the pink at the bottom? So let's see. I'm going to let you guys catch up to me. Let me see if I can see comments here. Let's see. So while I'm waiting for you guys to tell me what I should do, pink at the top or pink at the bottom? Pink as the topper or as the bottom, I guess we'll say. We'll just give it some burnishing so we know which way to go. Make sure it has nice, good. Yeah, these are relatively easy, and like I said, I haven't made these in a couple years, so I thought I'll pull them out. I have so much DSP to use. So let's see. What are you guys telling me? Jackie says, pink at bottom. Char, pink at top. Oh, that's a tie. Oh, pink topper. That's Penny. Let's see. How about, let's see. Dark. Oh, it's kind of a tie here, guys. Let's see. Pink at top. Okay, we'll do pink at top. All right. So I'm going to turn this over. All right. So the first thing you're going to do, and I'm just turning that over so I kind of know where my score lines are. Otherwise, I get messed up. You know, to make sure that I'm not cutting, because you don't want to cut any along the top. You only want to cut along the bottom. So on one of your pieces, you're going to cut up from the bottom to the score line. On like creating these flaps, okay? Just up to the score line. And then you're going to take some tear tape. So then you've gotten these flaps, right? Like this. So see how it'll kind of fold up like that? So I'm going to put tear tape on this piece, and I did a really bad job cutting. So I'm just going to trim this up just a little bit so it's not so hideously sticking off the corner there. It's not going to matter so much because people aren't going to see it, but I just want it to be able to match a little bit better. So then I'm going to take some tear tape and take it along the bottom here. Okay. And then you're going to set this up. Now, you know, tear tape, once you touch it, you're pretty much done. So you got to really be careful about putting your stuff together. Let me grab my little poker to pull off the top of this. And I can't see comments anymore, so just so you know, that's why I'm not responding if you're asking questions, but I'll go back and check with you later on questions. And you can kind of see it when you do a bad job cutting. Like I did a bad job cutting here again too. So I'm going to just trim this just a little bit. Because I feel like you kind of you need these flaps to be a little even, but I just did a really poor job trimming. So just be careful that you're actually following your score line and not making something up as you go along. Okay. There, I feel better about that now. Okay, so I'm laying that down like that, and then I'm bringing these tabs, and I'm just making sure that I'm flush. My corners are flush. Whoops, see what I mean about that? I'm going to use glue on my other one because otherwise I'll have just ugly all around. Okay, so you can see I just made sure it's flush on each corner. That one, not so much, but it's okay. It'll work because, oh, I guess it is. It's just not, I don't have a lot of tape right there. So that's your first piece that you're going to do. Now, I just had a 6x3 piece of cardstock that I had from something else. I don't even know what I had it for. I'm going to put it in the bottom of the box just to help give it a little bit of sturdiness. So actually I'm just gonna take glue on this. You know, I like the tear tape because it is super strong, but if you make a mistake, it's not the best. It's a little hard to fix sometimes. So I'm gonna just lay that in there. And I probably didn't, I once again didn't do the best job cutting. I thought I did, but okay. So I'm gonna leave this piece aside, let that dry. And then we're gonna come back to this side. Now, do you remember when I cut this originally, the first one, I cut here and here. On this one, I'm gonna cut differently. And hopefully I'll cut it better. Cut this way to the crosshair of the score line, and this way. And you might go, what's the difference? Why are you, who cares, right? Well, when you go to set this inside the box, it does matter. So we're kind of doing the same thing that we did before, where we're gonna lay, but we're gonna do it where we're gonna lay the tabs inside, okay, like that. And it's just different support. So, and I am going to use glue on this because, again, I felt kind of like it was too sketchy for me to just use tear tape. But you use what you're comfortable with. Okay. And again, I'm just making sure that this is nice and flush right there, because you don't want it sticking off awkwardly. So the challenge is, I want you to go, after we're done here, make your own bags, post pictures, and at the last Maker Monday of March, I wish, of November, I will draw names for some prizes. Okay, so basically the same piece, right? I am going to trim over here. You don't need to watch me do this, but I'm trimming that base cardstock down a little bit because I think it'll make it awkward when we go to put this together. I think you'll see it, and we don't want to really see it because it's going to get covered up. So you don't really, doesn't really matter what color you use because we are covering it up. So I'm just cutting it off to make sure it's flush. Don't mind the man behind the curtain, right? Okay. There you go. So what's going to happen is these are going to fit, well, this way. So I'm setting this on top of that piece of cardstock, so you're not going to see that. But if I hadn't cut it down, it would have been a little awkward, and you can see I still have a little piece right here. And you guys are probably smarter than me and can figure out a better way to do this, but this is how I'm doing it. Okay. And I'm taking a little glue dot. Oh my goodness. I'm taking a little glue dot and putting them on these little flaps right here, because otherwise they just flap around, and I don't want that. And now my glue dots went under my table, so I'll have to fix that later. Okay, so you see how that goes together? So I'm going to go ahead and take my glue and oh my gosh, you guys. I'm just putting glue all over the inside sides, the bottom, and along here, so you can see that. And again, I'm using it because when you go to put this in, it can be a little tricky. So I'm going to set it, give it a nice, see how it's nice and flush to that. And then I'm going to come along and do the same thing here. and here. And then what I like to do is just kind of take your hand and your bone folder and go along those sides again to make sure it gets nice and stuck together. Okay, and then there you have your bag, and I'll fix that when I go under my table and find my glue dots. But so I'm going to use this as my front because you have your ugly little seams back here. So you would use this as your front. So then what I'm going to do is take my fingers on each side and kind of see how I'm bending them in the middle, how it's bending in the middle. And I'm creating like a crease for this bag. So it has a little bit of a gusset. You see how I've done that? I mean, all you're doing is bringing it in together, okay? And then I'm going to take my ribbon and my punch. And this was too hard. I wanted my ribbon a little bit further over, so I couldn't punch through all of these layers. So I'm eyeballing where I want it here. You don't want it too close to the top because you want to have, you know, that strength there. And then I'm kind of going back and making sure I'm kind of where that is. Again, no one is going to notice if you're off. They're just looking at the cute bag and what present they got from you, right? So then you can see there's the holes for my handle. And then I took about, this is about 16 to 18 inches. I think 16 is a good number. That's the size of my black mat. And before I start to do this, on one end of each of these, I'm just going to knot it. And this just makes it a little bit easier to finish the project. And you don't have to sit there and watch me knot it. And you don't have to try to knot it inside of the bag. You'll see what I mean when I pull this through. So knot one end of each. Okay. And then you're going to take the unknotted side, bring it through from the inside, bring it around, and I might have to knot that one more time, only because my hole might be a little too big. I found that the next size hole punch was too small to get it through, and this one might be a little too big. So then you're going to bring it through the other side. I'm just going to pull it all the way so I can knot this end. It's so quiet. Okay. All right. And then you're going to pull it out, and then you have your first handle. So again, the same thing on the other side. You're going to bring it through from the back or the inside of the bag and then bring it around because you want the ugly inside the bag, not outside the bag, if that makes sense. And again, I'm sorry, I can't see your comments right now, so I promise I'll go back if you have questions. So you just knot that again. And I think I'm going to knot this one more time because I feel like it's just going to come flying out of the hole. Oops, I didn't do a very good job doing that. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so you're going to bring it through, and now you have your cute little handles. So then I thought, well, again, I'll fix that when I crawl under my desk. So again, this is going to be my front because the seams are in the back. And then I thought, well, I don't have a lot of time to make a tag. So what can I do just to make a cute little tag? Well, you know, we have these fun snowflakes that I have in the mini catalog that are the iridescent snowflakes. So I thought, well, I have to put that on a tag, right? So, you know, you get 24 in a pack, which is wonderful. And they're so fun. I just love them. And then I thought, well, what kind of tag punch do I have? I don't want to go to my my cut and emboss machine. I just want to punch something. So this is the Essential Tag Punch. And I'm just going to grab a scrap piece of paper. This is polished pink. And just punch one out. And this is where I'm going to take my smaller hand punch and just punch a little hole at the top. And I'm going to put this on the tag, and then you can write on the back to and from. I mean, I know you probably have 100 stamps that say to and from. Stamp that on there and write, but I thought at least you have the open of the tag to, you know, write who who you'd like to give this to. And of course, because my glue dots are under my desk, let's see what we can use. We'll use glue to glue it down. It's not an easy task to get under my desk when I drop something, so I certainly don't want to be doing it while you guys are listening. Okay. So I just thought that would be a fun little, and then I'm going to take some more of this iridescent trim. And like I said, this hole is a little small for this. So I had to kind of grab fibers when I was doing it. But then to just hang it, actually I put this through the hole to help hold it in place. And that worked really well. So let's do that again, shall we? And then I just hung it through on this side and knotted it off. Look at it, didn't even give me fits. Oops. So there you go. Pretty easy, you guys. And I'm just going to trim this a little bit so it's not, look at when you cut that, all the little flurries of glitter. And then there you go. You have your finished project. I'm going to actually put the knot into the bag so it's just hanging off the bag like that. So super cute. Again, I know you guys are hoarding tons of 12 by 12 paper that you think you're saving for a rainy day. Well, now's your day. So there you go. So there are the 2 bags that I made, and that's the challenge. So go ahead and make your bags. You don't have, there's no stamping here. Is this super easy? Just go to the dollar store, buy some white tissue, stuff it in there, and you got beautiful gift bags. So that's the challenge. Make your gift bags, post a picture of them on Robin's Hood of Merry Makers, and on the last Monday of November, I will put everybody's name on the little spinning wheel, and I'll give away some free gifts before Christmas. So that's it, you guys. Make sure you look at the list that I posted for what's on sale tomorrow, starting tomorrow, and it is while supplies last. And I noticed there's DSP on sale, so definitely get it if you like it and you want it. Do it right away. I can't stress that enough. I don't want you to be disappointed. And there's, of course, dies and punches. So if there's been something you've been waiting on, go take a look at that list and get ready to place your order tomorrow. All right, you guys, thanks for stopping by. And thank you for just, hanging with me. All right, have a happy week. And I will talk to you next week. Happy stamping.